with Talpunga Nkosi Mandla Mandela, the grandson of former President Nelson Mandela Talpunga, the prodigal son of your grandfather, is taking oath of office today. How would he feel with the inauguration of the man he once ordained to be the President of the Republic of South Africa?
Well, my grandfather believed in the collective style of leadership. And as you heard that when the president responded during his swearing-in ceremony in Parliament when we elected him, he said that Madiba would not only be smiling upon us as the individual, but he would be smiling upon the country for having been able to oversee a sixth election well orchestrated, and the fact that we have been able to establish the sixth parliament as a nation. And I think that is what prides ourselves as South Africans, to have ensured that we have once again, to the world and to the continent, to the SADC region, we have been able to illustrate that we are now becoming a mature democratic state.
When you look at the character of President Cyril Ramaphosa, his plans for the Republic of South Africa, do you see him achieving what the former president, the late President Nelson Mandela, once envisioned for this country, a rainbow nation, a united country?
Well, we are all very hopeful as South Africans, as we were in 1994, that a new dawn has set upon us. A lot of people are placing a lot of their hopes on to the president to usher in a new age, to be able to turn the country from where we are, to ensure that we are able to create jobs, we are able to bridge the gap between rich and poor, urban and the rural divide. Coming from a rural community and in the rural parts of South Africa, in a place like Mvezo, I'm optimistic that such people in rural areas will also be able to be the focus, will also be able to ensure that the basic amenities they are able to access, such as clean drinkable water and proper housing and proper sanitation system. And these are the things that I hope that once the president has been sworn in today, and as he prepares for the State of the Nation's address, he will start looking into.
Talpunga, my last question to you. If Nelson Mandela were here, what message would he give President Cyril Ramaphosa?
We always make this mistake of thinking that we can speak on behalf of Madiba. Madiba is no longer with us, but I can assure you that he has left the baton on the next generation of leaders in South Africa to pick up the baton where he has left off with his collective, and that the leadership now is vested upon us to carry on where they left on. But I think my grandfather continues to have hope of this leadership of the ANC-led government to continue addressing the needs of our people.
Thank you very much, Talpunga. Thank you, Mama. That was Nkosi Mandla Mandela speaking on the election of President Cyril Ramaphosa, who will be taking the oath of office today, saying that when the president spoke in the National Assembly, he said that Nelson Mandela would be smiling upon South Africa. I'm just going to ask my colleague just to show you some of the various dignitaries who are also coming in here at this point in